Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about game design. So what are the things that we need to consider while designing a game? First, we need to understand what is a game, what is a gameplay, interactivity, game balance, look and feel. So all these things we need to understand for the designing of a game. Let us start. So what is a game? The first question that should come to our mind is whether it is a movie. So it is not a movie because there is no interaction and outcome is fixed. In a movie, there is no interaction. We cannot interact with the movie and the outcome is always fixed. Can the game be considered as a toy? Yes, toy has an interaction, but it does not have a goal. So you can have fun with the toy, you can play with the toy, you can develop your own goals with the toy, but a specific goal is not there in a toy. Similarly, can you consider game as a puzzle? Because puzzle has both goal as well as interaction. But the problem with the puzzle is that the strategy and the outcome is always same each time. Whereas in a game, you can change the strategy and according to that, the outcome can be different. So yes, game, you cannot consider it as a movie, toy, or a puzzle. So what is a computer game? A computer game is a software program in which one or more players make the decisions through the control of the game objects and resources in pursuit of a goal. So let us learn this particular definition. So first thing is we need to play. Play means we have to interact to elicit emotions. It contains game. Game is nothing but the object that provides a rule bound play. So there are rules and the game is bounded by the rules. It has a frame. Frame means the borders of a game's context. Inside the frame, it is a game. Outside the frame, it is a real life actually. Aesthetics, the emotional responses you are giving during the playing of a game. And game is nothing but general enough to cover everything. So yes, it is a software program which one or more players are playing. They are making their decisions using the objects and they are trying to achieve a certain goal. So a computer game is a software program that we have learned. So it is not a board game or a sports first that we need to understand. So it is a software program. So we can consider three different examples. We are playing chess, soccer, or you can play a computerized game called as a Warcraft. So what do you lose or what do you gain when playing a game? So what do you lose? Generally, when you are playing a game on a computer, there are no physical pieces. You are using the computers. And generally, social interaction is not there while playing a game. Gain, what are the gains of playing a game? So you are playing in a real time. More immersive is the game, as well as more complexity is provided in the games. So that is what you gain. It involves players. Players means yes, we have to think about audience. Yes, because the game, while designing a game, you don't have to think about yourself. You have to think about the players who are going to play the game. And don't just think about your story or the graphics, but we have to consider the players. For example, complicated flight simulator. Yes, if you are very good at flying or you're a geek, you can create a complicated flight simulator. But if the audience is beginners, then of course it will be very hard for them and they will lose interest in the game. The next thing that we have to consider, playing a game is about making decisions. Yes. So what kind of a decisions we are making? So when you are playing a game, what a weapon I have to use, what are the different resources are there. It can be very frustrating if the decision does not matter. though you are making a good decision, but it is not affecting the gameplay. So yes, the most important thing to consider is the gameplay. Playing a game is also about control. A player wants to impact outcome, so he has to score more and more, or he has to finish the race very early, or something like that. So the player always wants to impact the outcome. Uncontrolled sequence can still happen, but should be sparring and make logical. Yes, there can be sequences, but it should not affect the game. A game needs a goal. That is the most important thing. So you have to, you are playing a war games, then you have to defeat someone, or if you are playing a racing game, then you need to finish first. So like that, each and every game needs a goal. Without game goals, a player develop his or her own goal, and that is something which is similar to a toy. What a game is not. A game is not about a bunch of cool features. Yes, features are important, but it is not always sufficient. Or sometimes features can distract you. So it is not about providing cool features. It is not, again, a lot about fancy graphics. So it should not involve a lot of fancy graphics. Yes, special effects can be there, but again, it can distract you from the game. Yes, so your game should always work without fancy graphics, because if you're putting a lot of features or graphics, you need a graphics card and something like that, and people will lose interest. So the most important suggestion that we could give you is, it should be fun with simple objects. So Sid Meier, who is a very good game designer, he has said that when a designer is asked how his game is going to make a difference, I hope he talks about a gameplay, fun, and creativity, and rather than focusing on the good looks. A game is also not a series of puzzles. Yes, there should be puzzles, but not a gameplay should be all of puzzles, and it can again create a specific strategy if you are using puzzles. There should be some kind of a intriguing story. A good story always encourages immersion. People are more involved if the story is very nice. But again, it should have a good gameplay. So generally, you have seen the war games or Baldur's Gate linear story, which has a very good stories. Next important thing is, games are not everything. Uh, it is for fun, compelling, and engaging. That is the most important part. Uh, Computers are good at interactivity, so we are by using computers, you are able to interact. The examples are SimCity. I think most of the people have played SimCity or GTA. So very compelling, but mostly no goals are there, more of a toy than a game. But yes, it is fun. So like that, you have to consider a lot of things while designing of a game. The next important topic after what is a game is a gameplay, that we were talking about. What is mean by a gameplay? So let us consider that. So we have to use to be thought of that game designing is not something we can teach. It is more kind of a art. But yes, art can also be learned. The art is used in most of the disciplines such as music, film, and poetry. So consider computer game design as an art form. We can learn it, but a lot of creativity is needed. Game theory is something which is very important, that most of the designers approach game theory thinking it will help the design games, but it is actually not about designing of a game, but it is how the games are being played. Game theory is a certain branch of economics, and it contains rules. It will have payoffs and endpoints. Game theory always assume rational players. So always we are trying to maximize their potential utility, solve the problems using pure logic, and we are always fully aware of the state of the game. Gameplay, whereas, is something different. It is collective strategies to reach the endpoints of a game theory. So it is specific to game activities, or what the player does is nothing but the gameplay. It includes utilities, payoffs, and preferences. A utility is nothing but a measure of desire associated with an outcome. Payoffs are nothing but the utility value for a given outcome, and preference is the bias of a player towards utility. Note again, gameplay is not everything. We have to consider a lot of things. So choice of a car in a GTA is not always about payoff, but it is always about fun. So what kind of a car you are choosing is not about, payoff, that what you are getting. But yes, certainly it is fun. Software doesn't have to have gameplay to be entertaining. So no one expects gameplay in movies or plays. So first thing is it should be fun, it should be interactive, and it can have gameplay. Adventure games you can consider for gameplays. So there are knights, dwarf, priest, thief. We are having so many characters in the game. So during the combat, knight and dwarf in front, thief fires arrows. So there is certain kind of a task allocated to each and every one. Priest are used for casting the spells. Uh, so you have to ask a lot of questions that what kind of a spells should the priest cast. Against a single opponent, against the opponent with 6 arms, against many opponents with weak attacks. So can always decide which is better. So that is what we are considering in gameplay. So gameplay is nothing but, or game is nothing but a series of interesting choices. So you have to consider the interesting choices so that your gameplay is good. How to implement the gameplay? So choice is one of the important things that we just said. It should be consisting of interesting choices. So a question is asked for the player that what kind of a choice you want to make, what kind of outcome is there based on the choice, and what is the possibility space. Represent the set of possible events, a landscape of a choice and outcome. So that we have to consider while implementing the gameplay. Choices should be non-trivial with upside and downside. If you are considering only upside, then artificial intelligence should take care of it. If only downside is there, no one will ever use it. So the choices should be non-trivial, means there should be an upside and downside to the choice. This is now regarding the game theory, that we are taking an example. Could have a ray gun, the play music. So that is again something that we can consider. Gameplay also have values when upside and downside and payoff depends upon other factors. So generally, if we are having different characters, or if you are having different weapons, then if you are choosing a particular weapon, then what kind of things can happen? That is about gameplay. So that we have to consider. So well-designed choice should be there. Often desirable and undesirable effects should be there. Should relate to player goals. Qualities of a choice. So there can be a hollow means lacking the consequences. The obvious choice can be leaves no choice to be made. So you have to choose something. Uninformed, you are taking arbitrary decisions. Weighted means good and bad in every choice. Dramatic strongly connects to feelings. Immediate, effects are immediate. Long-term, effects are over extended period. Orthogonal, choice distinct from each other. So you have to consider the qualities of a choice. Again, the important point should be series of interesting choices. Uh, Hence, the well-designed games should require strategy. Game must display complexity, but it should not be very complex. Uh, there should not be very too many rules. There should be an emergence from interaction of rules. So like this, you have to implement the gameplay. Hopefully you have understood something about game design. So thank you for watching.